Hi, I'm sitting here in my office on the Columbia River in Astoria, Oregon, thinking about lucid living. My husband is a lucid dreamer, and what that means is he can dream and know he's dreaming, and when he doesn't like his dream, he can change his dreams. In fact, he can do that all the time. If he has a bad dream, he just says, "Hey, this dream sucks, I'm out of here." I think that's very cool. I've never been able to do that, not even one time, but I know that it is possible to live lucidly during the dreams that people have all day long. One of the things that happens to people who are addicted to alcohol, drugs, sex, interfering with other people's lives, being compulsive about one thing and another, is they enter dream states, and they take those dream states really personally. Of course, because they're sort of disastrous, often, but they're rarely new. So if you have a reoccurring dream at night, you know how terrible that can be. If you have a reoccurring dream and you're an addicted person, what those amount to is those are craving states. So let's say, for instance, that you're driving along. You've been sober for a year. You're doing really well. There's no particular reason except maybe it's cloudy, or maybe something bad has happened, or maybe something good has happened. And you're driving along and you see a liquor store, and the next thing you know, you not only had a drink, you had a bunch of drinks, and now you're in jail. How in the world did that happen? That happened really inside the dream. Of course, you take that personally, but understanding how to stay out of that dream is really important. And if you understand the mechanics of how dreaming takes place in the brain, and how the brain, not just you, but the brain learns to dream. And the brain learns to connect thoughts, feelings, arousal states in your body, and sensations of relief with certain behavior. And when that's a powerful dream in the brain, or a brain pattern, then a person can fall into it very quickly. I saw a video recently by Dr. Vilamar Ramachandran, who teaches, I think he still teaches, neurology at the University of California. He wrote a great book a few years ago, many years ago now, that I read on phantom pain. And the other day when I was watching his video, it occurred to me that craving states are like phantom pain. They're kind of phantom pain because they're triggered, and people enter a reality, they have a powerful sensory experience, even though the reason for that is gone. And so, in a sense, craving states are about memory. They're similar to post-traumatic stress, but it's really important to get it that the brain itself learns. People are not just brains, obviously, since 2 or 3 people all have brains, and 2 or 3 people are all different, similar in some ways and different in others. But the interesting thing to note is that those dreams, the mechanism for those dreams, is really impersonal. And most of you, if you have a problem with addiction, you know that there are certain things that set off one of those dreams. And people who are watching you or have to deal with you later go, "Oh my God, how could that really happen? Why not just say no? Why not let go? Why not stay out of it? Why didn't you go to a meeting?" Well, when you're in a craving state dream of one kind or another, or any kind of compulsive behavior, choice disappears. It's a concept, and conceptual choice isn't choice. Choice is an experience, an awareness, and that's precisely what you lose in addictive dreams. So the interesting thing here is to think about that a minute and notice. Just notice. Don't try to change it, just notice it. Because if you notice it, it's possible to begin changing it, much like my husband does with his nighttime dreams. I'm going to still work on that. But in the time being, there are lots of dreams that I used to enter that I no longer enter. Or at least when I'm there, I know I'm there. It's sort of like knowing when you're crazy, without judgment. John Kabat-Zinn talks about being mindful, paying attention non-judgmentally in the moment to what's actually happening. If you're in a craving state and you know it, you can be lucid, and maybe you can change the dream. If you want to do that, or you want to hear more about that and think more about it, it's very interesting stuff, really. It's a lot better to be curious than judgmental about your experience. That's something also that I had to learn, because some of my dreams were dreams of judgment and right and wrong and how to do things. And now, life is more interesting. So, come back if you want to hear more about this and think more about it and share more about it. Anyway, my name's Dana Didoff, and I have an addiction outpatient treatment program in Astoria, Oregon. Bye.